Hi guys, it's Kiyarko here, back with another speed build. Today is Monday, so we are starting off our week with a very fun, kind of quick apartment. This is a spy's apartment. And by what I mean by that, let me just kind of explain what I'm going for here. So this is the apartment of a spy, obviously. Not quite super specific on what kind of spy, like what country or what specifically they're doing, but just kind of like, a movie spy in general. The kind of spy that you would see in like Mr. and Mrs. Smith or whatever that movie is that I've never seen. I'm just kind of guessing the title of that. The one with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, just like the classic Hollywood spy kind of thing. So this is a spy's apartment in the sense that it's an apartment where they live, where they kind of have to like pretend they're a normal person. So if people come over, if they have like guests or whatever the heck, it has to seem like a normal apartment, except for this little back room here you can see me building now, which is going to be like their secret spy room where all like their spy shit's going to be. So like to explain it just in one sentence, it's an apartment that looks normal but isn't normal. So that's just kind of what we're going for here today. I kind of went for this really interesting color scheme. I have like these, bluish greeny walls, and I'm gonna bring in actually like this maroon red tone that's actually gonna be part of our color palette. It's a color palette that I actually haven't really used before, but I kind of like it. I like the red that you'll see later on and how it like contrasts with the walls. I think it actually looks pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think of this color palette, because I've never used it before and I think it looks pretty cool. But here I'm setting up their bedroom. To be honest, I didn't really think too much about the character of the spy, like what kind of person they are beyond them being a spy. Maybe I'll do a quick little character build later. We'll see, depending on if you guys want to see that or not. But here I'm just putting together the bedroom, keeping it pretty simple. I had a lot of like little ideas about little spy things here and there. Like for example, I thought that maybe in the potted plant in the corner of the room there, maybe they have like a hidden gun or like a hidden like files or something like that. Just like something stashed in there that they can access pretty easily if they need to. And this is their work desk. That's not their spy work desk. This is like their normal work desk, because I'm assuming they probably, I don't know, I'm not a spy, but I'm assuming that they probably have like a job outside of their spy shit. Like maybe it's, they have a 9 to 5, I don't know. I'm just assuming that they have like a cover-up job so that they don't get caught. So this is like their normal work desk. And maybe like there's like some secret files here and there, but in general it's just a normal desk. Nothing suspicious here. You can see I have the newspaper on the table, so maybe they're like catching up on the news to like read about their, latest target or whatever. The way I say it makes him sound like more of an assassin than a spy, but I don't know, maybe they're both. But you can see I actually, you can't see it right now, but under the bed I put a little like, what's it called? Little hardware box thing, and I imagine maybe that's some secret stuff stashed under their bed too. They have a little walk-in closet, so I didn't need to put any dressers or anything like that in the bedroom. I do put a suitcase here because I did imagine that they do travel a lot since they're a spy, so I imagine that they probably have to, take a lot of flights, travel to new different places, stuff like that. Again, I'm not a spy. This is not based on my reality or any reality that I'm familiar with. If you are a spy, if you would like, you can let us know in the comments down below how accurate this is, though it's probably not in your best interest to let us know that. But anyways, here on this wall here, I'm gonna set up, you'll see in a second, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like 3 or 4 clocks on the wall. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And what I imagined is I'm gonna put like little labels under there like later on, I think. But I imagine those are like different world times. Like how in like train stations and in, spy headquarters in movies, they always have like a bunch of different clocks to like show the different times in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like the first clock would show like London's time, the second clock would show like Tokyo's time and stuff like that. And it's just for the spy's reference so they can, I don't know. I'm assuming that's information they would need to know what time it is in Tokyo. I don't know why they wouldn't just, look it up on their phone, but I think the 4 different clock thing, it looks pretty cool, I think. But yeah, here I'm just kind of searching for like a label or something that I could put underneath the clocks to look like it's saying like the city, like London, Tokyo, etc., etc. It took me kind of a minute to do this because I couldn't find anything that I was really satisfied with, but I do find it in a second. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Obviously it doesn't say London, Tokyo, Berlin, whatever. It's just a random little sign, but it gives the illusion that that's what that says. And as you can see above their work desk, I have this map. It looks super inconspicuous, right? Like, oh, a normal person would have like a world map above their desk. But in this situation, it serves 2 purposes. It's a decoration, but it also is, a map for the spy to look at, at geography and plan their next trip and stuff, and I don't know. I just thought it would be relevant. But here I'm putting together the bathroom. Kept it pretty simple. There's not really any secret spy shit in this room. I mean, maybe they have like weapons stashed in their hamper or something like that, but I wasn't really thinking that deeply for the bathroom, to be honest. Next, we're gonna do the walk-in closet. Kept it pretty simple. Just line the walls with these, wardrobes. And as you can see, going through the walk-in closet, that's how you get to the secret room in the back. It's not as hidden as I would like it to be. Like earlier, you may have seen me option some of those secret doors that look like bookshelves, but honestly, I didn't like how any of the meshes looked for that or any of the color palettes, to be honest, so I just kind of kept it as a normal door. But, in reality, it'd probably be a little bit more hidden than just, at the back of a walk-in closet. But yeah, here we are setting up their secret spy room. So this is where they do their, their spy shit. So they have a 3-monitor computer because they have a lot of stuff to look at. You can see me putting down like Polaroids, a VHS tape on the desk, a book, files, stuff like that. Anything that seems spy-ish, I guess. And I'm starting to bring in this red color that we also saw a little bit in the bedroom. I'm gonna put in, let's see, a stack of newspapers because they need to keep up with the news, and more file boxes. Spy stuff. This is obviously fantasy. This is based a lot on how I see spies in movies and TV shows, I don't think a spy in real life would have like a whole ass, shelter, secret office built into their apartment, but it's fun. It's for the it's for the fantasy of it. This is more like a movie set, you know what I mean? But as you can see, I put some stuff on the wall, like those pictures of the girl that look a little bit creepy, but I imagine maybe he's like taking, or the spy's just taking photos of, whoever they're supposed to follow, I guess. I don't know. A little file cabinet because I'm assuming they have a lot of files, right? This seems like a job that they would have a lot of files, or maybe not, right? Like maybe they would have to destroy files more than keep them. No, but they're spies, right? So they need to keep the information for their employer. I don't know. I didn't think too deeply about this. I was just having fun with the whole, like, spy concept. But yeah, here I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this section of the room. I don't quite remember what I do. I think I end up putting in some, like, wardrobe storage things. But here I'm putting together a little wall of, like, collected information, newspaper clippings, someone's receipts, like, maybe the spy is like tracking someone down or trying to find information about the certain person or something like that. Put in some cabinets for storage because I'm assuming they need to store things, I guess. We have this metal little shelf thing here. Again, I'm gonna put stuff on there to seem spy-ish. I don't know what those black crates at the top are. I just thought that they looked pretty cool. Gave him some spy boots, I guess. I don't know. This is just random stuff. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like a spy might have that. That's from the Star Wars pack. It looks a little sci-fi, but again, I thought maybe it looked kind of like oxygen tanks. Like maybe they need that to like go like spy diving, like James Bond or something like that. And I gave him a rocket launcher. I don't know why this person would need a rocket launcher as a spy, but I thought it looked pretty cool, so I gave him a rocket launcher. And then we're gonna put in, just some wardrobes just for extra storage, and a little suitcase, which I'm assuming has, some really sensitive material or something like that inside of it. And then we're gonna do the living room. So again, the living space is like the bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, dining room, etc. Everything is just kind of trying to appear normal, right? It's trying to appear like if they brought in a guest or if they brought in a coworker, like from their normal, like non-spy job, they'd be like, oh yeah, this person's a normal person. There's nothing going on here. But in reality, there's so much going on. They're a spy. Their life is so insane. But yeah. So it was interesting to try to balance, the spy room with all the tech and the rocket launcher and all that kind of stuff with like a normal looking living room. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I had fun with it though. I feel like I kind of went like on a little bit of an IKEA route here, at least for a minute. It kind of looks like a little setup from IKEA, but I kind of branched out a little bit, and I do think this looks very good in the end. But yeah, so here I'm putting together the living room. You're gonna see later on, I put in like a piano and a chess set and stuff like that, because I imagine that this person, outside of their spy shit, is probably very, very intelligent, very, creative, very interesting of a person. So I like the idea of giving them a lot of cool stuff in their apartment and not just keeping it like really bland and boring. And I do give them a TV, which is somewhat of a rarity in my builds. I don't know why. I tend to stray away from giving people like TVs and high tech and stuff like that. I think it's because I don't really like how like TVs look aesthetically, and since my builds are often very aesthetic based, I just kind of stray away from giving people TVs. You know, honestly, in real life, like in my dream home, I don't have like a normal looking TV. Like I would love one of those, I don't remember what brand it is, but they make TVs that look like it's in a picture frame, and then when the TV's not in use, like it displays different pictures, so it looks like it's just like a framed photo on your wall rather than a mounted flat screen TV. They're so freaking expensive, so I'm probably never gonna have one, but you know, in my idea, in my dream home, I'd have one of those instead of a TV that looks like that. But that's just my aesthetic preference. That's just me. I don't know. But yeah, here I'm just putting together this shelf. They have a lot of black and white books for some reason. I mean, obviously the reason is I'm just a stickler about color palettes, so I just wanted all my books to seem, you know, in the same color palette. In real life, you'd have to be kind of crazy to color coordinate your books to this extent, but, you know, I'm that crazy in game, so it's fine. But putting little things on the shelf here, I'm just trying to find things to fill it up. Gave him a little VHS player, like a DVD player or something like that. Quickly stuck something in the spy room for some reason, I don't know why. And then we're going to, let's see, we're still decorating this shelf. Took me a while to decorate this shelf, I guess. More books, yeah, more white and black books. And then in this corner, I put in like a little table. It's gonna be like kind of like a little bar table, because I put that thing with the glasses on it. In a second, you'll see what I'm doing here. Yeah, so just like a little bar table in the corner there, because, you know, what if they have like someone over and they need to like poison them or something like that? I just figured they would need a little bar table. And then I'm gonna put in just a chair against this wall because I needed to put something there. And I actually think it looks fine, just putting the chair there. Behind the couch, we have our chessboard, and then against the wall here, we're gonna have, let's see. I know the piano goes against the wall, but I think something else, oh yeah, just like a little half table thing. Let's see. Yeah, just a little half table, or I don't know what you call that, just like a side table, a wall table, I guess. Mirror, flower, and then we're gonna put in a piano, because, you know, it's cool. And then above that, I think we're gonna put in a painting, I think. Oh, like of little fish, that's creepy, all right. This apartment's coming together. Like, it looks like a normal apartment, right? But something's kind of off. It's a little bit eerie, you know? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I mean, you saw that the coffee table is like a glass coffee table, right? Which is so classic in all those action movies. Everyone always has glass coffee tables in action movies so that when they're thrown on them, they like shatter and it's all dramatic and stuff. So obviously, I had to give this spy a glass coffee table so that when they have, you know, the classic spy fight in the center of their living room and someone's thrown on the coffee table, it dramatically shatters, and it'll be really cool, trust me. But here I'm setting up the kitchen. I kept it pretty simple. Honestly, I do the kitchen very quickly, and then later in the build, we're gonna come back to the kitchen and just put in more details. So it'll seem like kind of very basic and non-detailed at first when I'm done with it, but we're gonna come back to it, so no worries. Putting in that little table, little chairs, keeping it pretty simple, like I said. And then, what are we doing? We're just adjusting it, I guess. Just putting in little adjustments here and there, a little rug, and then a little plant in that corner there, because I needed to put something in that corner, because there's just a blank corner. And then we're gonna go and do the dining room here. And I actually really like how the dining room turns out. I feel like it looks very elegant, I feel like. Like it is very simple, to be honest. Like, there's not like a lot of intense detail, but I think the simplicity actually really works. Like, it does actually look like an IKEA showroom, I think, a little bit, but I actually really like it. I don't know, I like that lamp I put overhead, which is like a game content lamp. It's not custom content, so it's interesting that I like it, because I usually only use custom content. Putting in that side table there, a little picture above it. And I imagine that maybe behind some of these picture frames are like secret safes, you know what I mean? Like in those movies when you like pull out the picture frame, there's like a safe behind it, and it's like, wow, I found the safe, you know, that kind of thing. I imagine that that's probably behind some of these picture frames, because, you know, the spy has shit to hide. And then we have this little hallway section over here. We're just gonna put in some wardrobes just for extra storage. Maybe they just have, you know, there's just like boxes of stuff in there. Maybe it's not spy stuff, maybe it's just like stuff for, you know, presents from their mom or something like that, I don't know. And then, like I said before, we're gonna go back into the kitchen and put in this shelf and just some various details on this shelf. And then after we finish that, we are done with this build. So I'm just gonna wrap it up while you're watching me put on various things on this shelf. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is a Monday, so I hope you guys have a good Monday, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Yeah, this week, let's see, what do I got going on? I don't have much going on, to be honest, so I'll just be making videos as usual. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this build. As always, let me know in the comments down below if you have any requests, suggestions, etc. for builds that you would like to see specifically. I know no one asked for this. I just, you know, I wanted to do a spy apartment. I just had the idea. I've been on a little bit of a spy kick recently. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.